know this is the last week. How many of you guys work today? You're going home. Are ready to go home? Anybody still working tonight? Alright. Well, this is the fun part of the safety fair. This is supposed to be the comic relief. A little bit of a light mood. So you guys have fun with this video, okay? There's a lot of funny things in it. As soon as we start watching it, you're going to see it was not made last year or 10 years ago. But it's a very old movie. I think it was made in the 60s. So but it's very funny and yet very informative. So, hey, oh, he'll recognize it. We'll be right at the but keep your eyes out for safety things. Safety is safety no matter where you work, so even though there's a lot of industrial safety things on here, there's definitely some things that you can pick out that we need to keep in mind for safety here as well. So just have fun with this video, okay? I want to hear some laughing. Don't be somber. Have fun.
Go wash your hands and remember to clean your fingers and lock your fingers. Scrub the top, scrub the bottom. And how long do you wash your hands? 20 seconds, but any way that you...
Happy birthday.
Row.
ABC. Alphabet twice.
The alphabet once, I think. Happy birthday twice. So, okay, and then when you're finished washing your hands, you come here and put your hands under this light. Alright, and take a look. How well you wash your hands. Because you don't want to see white under there. Excuse me. Okay? Alright.
But the table's all messed up. It's going to mess the whole thing up. Don't you put your camera down in there. Oh, I did not do a good job. I did not do a good job at all.
Okay. Here, yeah, let me wipe that off.
Oh, flip them over. Ew.
You probably need to wash your hands again.
I probably need to wash my hands.
I touched the fridge when I did it, so.
It's so tricky.
I won't need
Get back
to.
in line.
I won't need to.
My nails are still pretty yucky. No, you can't get my hands. No.
He won't. He will anyway.
Oh.
I haven't washed mine yet, though.
Disgusting. And
I want to see what you're like now. Oh,
Beforehand,
man.
yeah.
Man, and I scrubbed my little...
I scrubbed 3-4 times and I'm still okay. Looks like before. Nail brush. Ew, gross. Wash again. We'll show me.
Is it?
What, John?
Make sure you scrub your nails and your skin line.
Wow.
There's supposed to be an undershoot with the steam.
That's before?
And a
This is
brush
before.
on.
I haven't washed yet. Look at
More.
that. But I don't need the same brush.
Well, I was going to say, you don't want to use...
Here, actually do that again. I want to get a picture.
Look at that. I'm going to get my own. Look at
There you
underneath.
go.
That's before. That's before.
Okay, flip them over.
Wipe the table.
Okay.
We're getting it on that too, yeah.
I know what I'm talking about. Hey, can we try it with the hand sanitizer?
Yeah, let's try it. I'm going to try it with hand
Can we try
sanitizer.
with hand sanitizer?
Yeah,
Push past my purse.
All of you know me, my name is Lori. I'm the compliance coordinator consultant for Dealer Sunshine. I'm only here one day a week, which is normally Tuesdays, and I'm just here today to help out with the safety fair. So if you guys are wondering who I am, that's... And I'm in Joy's office if you ever want to locate me on Tuesdays. Okay, this is going to be a fun little exercise. Nathan and Chad worked together and kind of set up some rooms. And you guys are going to get a look at the room and tell me what is wrong with the room. Yeah.
Roof by the wall.
Okay, wait.
The outlet room is not on the outlet.
Okay. One at a time. Somebody on this side. What would you?
Broom.
The broom. Okay. I'm gonna click on it. It's gonna. So it's a trip hazard. Okay. All the trash right here.
Planks off the electrical outlet.
Hoses on the floor and cords.
The chemicals on the housekeeping cart.
The
Below on the floor. With the blind.
Oh yeah.
The
What's on the bed?
Yeah, a first one,
What's
right
next to
here.
the
Yeah.
stall light?
That's
And
the
they're
O2 treatment, and it's plugged into
It's
a
hooked to a
power
power
strip.
strip.
Yes.
Oh,
Very.
I can see that.
The cart door's open, it shouldn't be open.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
The power strip and that.
Yeah, the recliner kind of.
What about that cord going across the scene?
Yes, that cord right there, with another power strip.
They get the O2 tubing on the floor,
Yeah, I said it was
Yeah.
the cord on.
pillows on the floor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that one they didn't mark, but that is, you're correct.
that's not.
Okay, I have one question for everybody. Even though everything you're finding wrong with that part is wrong, what is the actual big no-no of the cart?
Nobody's in the room.
Nobody's in the room with the
Yeah,
resident while they're having
Right,
the cart open.
the cart shouldn't be in there. There is one thing on the cart that I haven't heard anybody say. I know.
Is it the?
The chemicals on top of the cart.
The sign.
Oh, that's for sign?
It's turned out long ways.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. You are. Well, it doesn't want to go away. And let's see. I think there's still one.
What about that power strip up on the cabinets in the kitchen?
Right.
It's hanging over the sink.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
one more.
Oh, that's my.
That's another one yet?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, there's one more that, and I don't, you guys probably can't, but most people have.
Did they get the long cord against the wall?
There's
There's
another
a
cord
cord
over here,
against the wall by the cart.
over here by the cart.
I think Clark.
On the right side?
On the
No,
other
other
side.
side.
On the right side.
The right side on
Right
the
here?
floor.
Yeah.
That looks like it
Yeah.
might be an
Yeah, it
extension
is.
cord.
Yeah. Good job. They really want to go away though. Okay, and the only thing that's left that you guys didn't get was there's a blanket down there and you almost can't see it.
I
No.
yeah.
Like you can't see.
I thought that was underneath the bed,
All right.
that was just a black
You guys
space.
did really good. Awesome, we'll pull up another one now.
But it looks like
Okay, now we're gonna do a nursing hall. Okay.
The cart.
Okay, so,
Okay, start.
right, okay, the first cart that you see what,
That's my hole.
This is all. I remember when Nathan said, "Can I borrow your cart?"
yeah. So what's the big no-no of this cart?
There's water
Well,
on
it's
or
in
a drink on the cart
Okay, the drink,
and
The cart in front of the fire door.
right, absolutely,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, the doorstop over here.
O2 is sitting there.
The foot pedal.
They wouldn't place all that stuff there.
Yeah.
That stuff was not like
So,
that.
yeah, all of this stuff, okay, all of the stuff Nathan and Chad arranged,
Okay.
but it is stuff that we would hope that would never all the happen at the time, but unfortunately, it is stuff that is happening at some point, maybe one thing, you know,
The
so.
furniture is down the hall.
Hey,
It's on
look at
both
the foot
sides.
pedal. Look at the foot pedal by the door.
Right here.
Yeah.
But there's no clear walkway or way to get through the hall with the residents because there's a cart on this side, there's a bed on that side, there's a lift on that side.
There's something way down there.
Yeah, I think
That's a bed, I think. There's a wheelchair.
Blocking other wheelchairs. There's a cup on the rail
Oh,
right
very good,
there.
and everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
it's the sign on the.
Yeah.
That's on the sticky
Right
note.
here, the
Yeah.
sign again is sticking out the wrong way.
They got door stops in front of the fire door.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Probably not anything. You guys did good because you couldn't even saw the cup. A lot of people haven't seen that.
Oh, that's the mop handle for the cart. It's
Yeah.
hanging out sideways.
What is that?
Just was doing a recording. He said, "Hey guys, come on."
Little cart.
No, brown.
So and one of the, like, has been pointed out, one of the bad things about this is there is no, I mean, if you're gonna have to at times have stuff in the hallway, but there has to be a path. I mean, you have to have it all on one side. One way. Like, they were mentioned, it was earlier mentioned this hospitality cart,
Oh, that's what
that it might have to be there for a day. But the point is if you already have stuff on over here, then this hospitality part, even though it may be for this room, it needs to be over on this side, so ever there is a clear way to, for residents. Yeah, there. Okay. Very good. Anybody have any questions or
No.
comments about any of it that you don't agree with? That
Well, whose job is it to make sure that the hall is clean?
Everybody's.
Well, if they look at your crossway, if you say something.
Huh?
They look at your crossway if you say something.
Well, yeah, but.
I know it's there, I'm gonna move it.
I didn't. Nobody got that. You didn't remember? Yeah, there's a lip strap lying on the floor.
Oh.
I miss that every time.
I can't even see it.
Yeah.
It's hard to
You can see
tell.
the spot, but you can't tell
Do
where
we
it is. I
consider
can't
this
tell where
bathroom
it
door
is.
being open? Right there, on the corner?
Bathroom right here.
Yeah.
The bathhouse is.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's a regular bathroom.
That's the
Yeah.
bathroom.
But isn't it, I mean, I
I'm
don't know
so
that,
turned around, I'm
but
not sure where.
That's what
I thought there was like, that was supposed to be
Yeah.
for
And that's $100.
You guys want to do the kitchen even though you're not actually
Sure,
in your bathroom?
Sure.
All right.
Alright.
All right.
Oh, this is it. I know that spill on the floor.
Yeah.
Look at the scoop in the ice. The scoop in the ice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not only the scoop and the ice, but what else is, what else
There's
is
something on top of the
Door
ice
was
machine.
unlocked.
the door's open.
Yeah.
The dishwasher door is open.
There's chemical.
You're the first person that's called that the dishwasher. Everybody's been calling it the stove.
Oh,
No,
that's the
there's
dishwasher.
milk and cheese, there's
Well,
cheese
milk
and
and
milk
stuff.
out, shouldn't be
Oh.
out.
Yeah.
Right. The milk.
There's a
The
spill.
reach-in fridge is open.
There's a chemical.
Yeah.
Chemicals out, yeah.
Yeah.
And there is one of the fridges is open.
Yeah, right. It's hard to actually see that door.
The coffee cups are upside down.
Yeah.
The box out on the floor.
The cups are the right way, but they're not covered.
Really?
Yeah.
That's gross.
That is so hard to see.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's hard to see everything. There's keys.
Silverware should be covered too.
Very good.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. It's clean silverware, but it's not covered up.
Yeah.
Okay, what is open?
The door.
The fridge.
Right here. That, well, right there. Reach and door left open. It's really kind of hard to see that it's open, but once you. Let's see, what? Oh, there's one thing that nobody has pointed out. It's really kind of hard to see. But see the mop room leaning against the counter?
The what?
There's a mop handle.
You can't tell that.
Yeah, and then-
I thought it was the leg to the.
Yeah.
What's the bucket? Dirty dishes.
That doesn't.
Oh, and then one biggie that nobody has mentioned is the chemicals.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Chemicals are on the counter.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just everybody was
I
showing
know.
at the same time.
The
Keys,
keys.
I was gonna say keys are laying there.
And also one
I thought it
over
was the
here.
mouse traps. I know we got you there, the mouse traps sitting out.
I don't think they put it up there on the
Yeah,
table, it's
the
supposed
box
to be
back here.
sanitized.
Yep, no,
Okay, this one nobody's caught, and it's actually kind of hard to see, but see back here, the mats.
Yeah, somebody said that.
Oh, okay.
I think David said that.
David.
Is that what those are?
Yeah.
I thought those were.
Oh, and
Floor
then
mats.
Okay.
In the kitchen, I have to do this.
And, oh, there's stairs. Those look like.
Oh, yeah, on the left side, yeah.
Yeah.
There's two problems with those. The two problems with those is not only their stack height, but it also, because they fall on your head, it's leaning, but then also it's too close.
Okay, it's time for our first rotation, so go ahead and move to the next booth if you would. Thank you.
Good afternoon. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Cheryl Redinger. I'm the Therapy Program Manager for Beeler Sunshine Meadows and through Genesis Rehab. Today we're going to do a quick study on the benefits of stretching, on resident safety, and proper lifting. So we're going to go ahead and get started. 10 reasons why you should stretch. It decreases muscle stiffness and increases range of motion. It may reduce your risk of injury, helps relieve post-exercise aches and pains, improves posture, helps reduce or manage stress, reduces muscular tension and enhances muscular relaxation, improves mechanical efficiency and functional performance, prepares the body for the stress of exercise or work, promotes circulation, and decreases the risk of low back pain. Now everyone, please please use common sense. If you have a shoulder injury and there's a movement that's uncomfortable or painful, don't do that stretch, especially until you talk to your doctor. If you've had a total knee replacement, I wouldn't recommend doing the quad stretch where you hang onto your leg and bend that far. So stretches should always be slightly uncomfortable but never painful. If they are painful, you are stretching too far. So everybody up. And on the other side, we have our stretches. The first one we're going to do feels so good. All day long we're hunched forward. Today we're just going to stretch back. I'm not going to hold them the full time because we won't get through everything if I do. And come up. Next one we're going to do is a head chin tuck. And you bring your head down. If you feel the stretch in the back of your neck, fine. If you don't, you may use your hand to pull the neck forward. Gentle stretch. Come up the center. To the side. There again, if you don't feel the stretch, use your head or your hand. And center. Other side. I don't want to be lopsided. And center. Okay, the next one we're going to do is, if you could reach your elbow, fine. If not, you may grab your forearm, and we're just going to go sideways.
Everything crashed up when I did that.
If you can't get your shoulder that high, then you just go sideways. Okay, then just lean sideways. Feel the stretch. And up. Other side. And feel the stretch.
I was going to say, everything crashed.
And up.
That felt good. They're probably like,
The next one is for your tricep. Put your hand on your shoulder. There again, if you're able. If you feel the stretch here, fine. If you don't, use your hand to help and just stretch. Relax, it is. And the other side, stretch. And relax. The next one is reach across. And here, feel the stretch. Now, if you do desk work, this is a good time to touch your thumb to each finger and bring it out. That's not on the sheet. It's a good way to exercise your fingers while you're stretching here. And the other side, reach across, stretch. Okay, the next one I'm just going to have you mimic a little bit. They prefer that you reach back for a wall or a door rail.
or this chair.
Well, it's a little low. And bring your hand back and stretch. And you'll feel a stretch across your shoulder and the top part of your arm. And relax. And the other side. Relax. This one's my favorite. Hands in front, bring them overhead, and just stretch.
I do this.
You can't do it.
When I get up in the morning.
And relax. This is a good one to help with carpal tunnel. Make sure your elbow is straight because that muscle goes over both joints. Raise your hand up like this. If you feel the stretch underneath, fine. If not, use your hand to gently pull back. And the other side. Now we're going to do just the opposite. Arms straight, wrist down. If you don't feel the stretch here, right above the knuckles, gently press. And the other side. Okay, this one you can watch. There's two ways to do a hamstring stretch. One way is to cross your legs and bend over. If you're not that flexible, you can use a chair. Notice here, I'm not feeling a stretch behind my leg. But if I point my toes, I feel more of a stretch. If I need more, I can bend over and get more of a stretch. Or you can cross your legs and touch your toes.
I don't think I can touch no toes.
No.
No.
Well, and that's why sometimes a chair or a stool is better.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, now everyone, straight and tall. Let's all turn this way. Put one foot in front. Your back foot, stand straight and tall. Make sure your heel stays down and your back leg is straight. And bend your front leg. Now if you have a wall to lean against, you'll feel the stretch a little easier.
Feel it.
And relax. And the other side. Usually 10 to 15 seconds is what you should hold the stretch, but we're doing them quicker because of time. And
Oh, jeez.
last but not least, we're going to do a quad stretch. And if your balance isn't good, you can just watch. You don't have to do it, but have something to hang on to. And that's a nice stretch in front of your thumb. And the other side. All right, and that's all of our stretches. You may have a seat. Yay! Now, if you notice the little diagram at the bottom of the stretches, pay close attention to that guy down there. If you notice when he's picking something up or bending down, he's not doing this. He's not a catcher for the Yankees or the Royals. He's up straight and tall. His back stays straight. So when you lift something up or put something to the floor, don't twist. Always pivot. See how my whole back, my upper and lower back moves as one. I'm not twisting. So I'm going to pick up the box. I'm going to pivot. I'm going to look at you while I place it down. If I look down, look what that does to my back. So when you pick it up, get a hold of it, look up, pivot back. There you go. Now I'd like to visit with you a little bit about resident safety. If you notice, I've given each of you a functional trigger card. The most important part of Part B therapy by Medicare is prevention. Now, we don't want to pick people up for therapy for every little tiny thing, but if you see a significant change, our job is to keep everyone at their highest level of function. So, for example, if you talked to someone a month ago and asked them what they had for lunch and they could tell you and had a nice conversation, and you haven't visited with them in a month or so, or you talked to them and you noticed, what'd you have for lunch, and they couldn't remember, or they changed the subject, or they have word-finding issues, let us know. Speech therapy can pick that up and maybe improve it before they decline too much further. Same thing with walking. If they're walking 100 feet for walk to dine and over the past couple of months all of a sudden they're only making it 30, 40, 50 feet, let therapy know. We'll pick them back up. We'll get them back to that maximum level of function before they have to be hospitalized. Short of breath. If you notice CNAs, if they can get dressed and button their blouse, and one morning they're having trouble, and the next day they're having trouble even with a different blouse, and you're noticing that they consistently can't perform dressing, bathing, transfers, let us know. So you're welcome to wear those cards so you have them with you, or you're welcome to keep them by your nurse's cubby or on your desks or wherever. Same thing with dietary people. You know, as they go through the line, you see them walking every day, you see how they're interacting. If you see some subtle changes, you might see something just seeing them once or twice a day that CNAs who work with them all the time may not catch. So that's why those trigger cards are important. And last but not least, we've seen every resident.
I hate that.
I hate that too. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Give them cues. This is your safety square. So give them cues to have their legs at the back of the walker. That's where they're supposed to be. It may be something as simple if they're a new resident or haven't been assessed by therapy, their walker may be too tall. Might be the reason it's that way. Or too short. But don't adjust someone's walker without checking with therapy, because there are a few people that are a different height for a reason that therapy has adjusted. If they're in assisted living or you see them picking something up with their walker, again, this is their safety square. Down like this. Not to the side, or forward, or to the side. Have whatever they're picking up be within the safety square.
Okay, it's time to move on to your next move.
Okay, this part is just general safety questions. Does not apply to one specific department, one specific area. That's just kind of all over the place. So we're going to spin the wheel, and depending on what number it lands on is what question I ask you. And we'll start right here, go clockwise around the table.
Okay.
14. What one thing messes up safety days?
Accidents. Hazards.
Okay, it's not the injury that loses our safety days, it is missed time because of injury. So if you're injured on the job and you get sent to the doctor, you're still on the clock, there's no time missed. That's why you come back on light duty, so there's no time missed. Because the accumulated missed time is what affects our workman's comp rating so badly and makes our premium so high. So it's not the actual injury, it is the time loss because of that. Same one? Well, do we need to go over that one more time? No. 8. What are 2 things you would do if a stranger attempts to get in the building at night? And there's been some conversation about this particular subject recently, so.
Okay, would it, one, be notify your charge nurse?
Exactly.
And the second one, I'm going to take a wild guess and say call the cops?
Call 911. You ready? And what are visiting hours here?
10 to 5. No, 5 to 10.
8 to 10. 8 to 10.
8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
8 to
6 a.m. to 10.
6 a.m.
6.
I have the first and second shift.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know the answer.
I know.
That's a loaded wheel. It's a loaded wheel. I'm going to give up and just start asking questions.
I'm down with that.
4.
Oh, Jenna, you're going to hate me. We use an acronym, RACE, for Response to Fire Alarm. What do those letters stand for?
Rescue. What's that? I forgot. Alert. Contain. Evacuate.
And or extinguish.
Or extinguish.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good.
Which one? Next one, I'm like, hey, what is that?
6. I got it. Oh, here.
Okay.
Where should wheelchair legs be put?
Be put?
When
Oh,
they're not in use.
in the cute little bag on the back of the wheelchair.
I'm so glad I think they're cute.
Yeah, they
I
are.
like them myself.
They are
I
cute.
think that one I'm making them. You're so cute.
I think that's what I'm making them. They're very nice.
Oh, have we done this yet?
No.
Ready?
Yes.
How much clearance is state mandated by electrical boxes, fire exit doors, and fire door extinguishers?
Like how far do things have to be from them?
How much clearance do you
Is
have
it
to
3
give?
feet?
It is 3 feet.
Okay, I just guessed too. Wow, I'm impressed.
But I will throw in there, in the last 2 months, I've probably taken half a dozen pictures of things blocking fire doors,
Fire extinguishers.
fire extinguishers, and electrical pins. And you also cannot block exit doors. Okay. 15. How does the nursing department know which lift to use on certain residents?
Wait, I suppose. No?
Therapy tells us.
And the little magnets on the doors.
Exactly.
Okay, oh, never thought about it.
We're
Okay,
supposed to
see, you
use
can tell
that
I
easy
got
visual method where when you walk in a room and look at the magnets, you know everything you need to know about that resident.
Right.
See, I don't.
Yeah, we need to make sure that we need
They're not
them
updated at all.
They're,
Well, then
she
we
tells
need
me
to
they're
start
working on
working
it.
In the past, they used to tell you everything, you know, if they're an
Yeah.
alarm, whatever.
Fall
If they were-
risk.
Fall risk, oxygen.
Yeah, one or two.
Yeah, if they were on liquid restrictions, you should know it all, it's not on there.
We need to start working on that. Because we have too big a turnover. And who's got time to read charts on everybody?
Not I, sorry.
I just turned it
Yep.
on.
8 hours here doing that, and I'm sorry.
And still not know what you need to do. Oh, my kid. Where are we at? Oh, we did good, okay. What is the hot water temperature range for resident sinks according to state regulations?
We just talked about this too. Is one 115?
The range is 98 to 120.
You were in the range.
Any
You were close.
120 will burn. This really does not pertain to facility, but it's something that we go through sometimes multiple times a year, so just for general knowledge. Is high water in the Arkansas River by Medora and along Beulah Road caused by heavy local rain?
No, really, it's more. That comes from
Very good. If there's heavy rain north and northwest of here, we're going to be flooded. If there's heavy rain here, we're not. So if you think Beulah Haven Road's flooded, then call, find out. 9 times out of 10, if this road's flooded, so is Medora Road. And if they're both flooded, then say, which route's open for me to get to work? Because it's not an excuse to miss work.
Just had that one.
We just had that.
Yeah, so I get to pick and one.
Pick a good one for David.
Give him the hardest one.
Yes,
Yep.
he can get it.
Mr. Noah.
Actually, the hardest one on here was racing. We've already done that. That's the one that most people seem to
I
like
didn't
the
know
most.
2 of the.
I knew that one, I didn't know the other one.
3 of the 4 locations where iWash stations are installed.
Assisted living, laundry room, CNA, the clean work room.
This one is kitchen.
And the memory care one?
Across from Pat's office.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Memory care.
Memory care does not
No
have.
memory care.
Wait, where's the third one at? Mess up.
It's in the housekeeping closet across from Pat's office.
Can we get one?
Does anybody know? No? So yeah, there's the one in the clean work room. So where's the 4th one? Does anybody know?
Kitchen.
No.
Wait, didn't we just name all 4? The clean
No,
supply room,
3.
assisted living. I know, but
Laundry.
laundry.
Laundry and assisted
Across from
living.
Pat.
Well, no, like
My
laundry,
laundry, that's the 4th one. My laundry has one as well.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
We've done that one.
Yeah, we've done that.
Done that one a couple times.
Should recliners and other equipment with motors be plugged into a power strip in residential?
No.
And we are not seeing that right now, so good job. But every time somebody new comes in, we have to check and double check. What is the best preventative measure to stop the spread of germs?
Washing.
Very good. Jana, is it advisable to wear latex gloves when cooking?
Yes.
Not cooking.
She said yes. No.